Well, it's day 3 of enforcement for Oregon's new drug law. Now, earlier this year, legislators repealed parts of Measure 110, making possession of certain hard drugs a misdemeanor. Enforcement will look different depending on where you live.
Lane County is working to finalize their deflection program, but that won't be operational until October 1st. Well, that leaves police departments without a sufficient alternative to arrests for the next month.
NBC 16's Tiffany has a breakdown of how Lane County's program will work.
Drugs are officially recriminalized throughout Oregon, and Lane County is hoping their deflection program will offset the cycle of incarceration.
The goal with deflection is to get a person to a treatment door, a door we currently don't have in our system.
Eugene police say a lack of resources is delaying the county to get the program up and running. But once it is, anyone committing a low-level quality-of-life crime, typically associated with drug addiction, or if their behavior is suspected to stem from untreated mental illness, will be offered deflection. Who and when someone will be offered the program is now up to a police officer's discretion.
Because ultimately the goal is to get people less addicted to substances, which I think is going to lower the crime rate. And the only way we can do that is if we get people into treatment.
Officers will use criteria set by the district attorney's office to determine when to call a peer navigator or outreach worker and begin the deflection process.
What it does is it allows us to be able to have conversations with people and do a little bit more of an intrusive investigation, unlike in the past.
According to EPD, a large percentage of property theft is tied to drug use. The department hopes cracking down on drug possession will solve other crimes in the community.
The community will feel some pressure being relieved and some of the other criminality that's happening in our community, not just the drug use and drug possession.
Lane County officials are still determining how officers will be trained in regards to the new law.
I think deciding factors are going to be assessing the behavior of the person that's being deflected. The person has to voluntarily accept deflection, and they have to be ready to go to that treatment door. So the program is being created for folks that are ready for change.
Once someone is in the program, the peer navigator will act as a case manager and help them complete treatment successfully.
Each individual person is different, and so each case will be different. And so it's going to really be client-driven with the navigator using all the resources in our community.
According to Lane County statistics, 29% of homeless people self-reported a substance use disorder and 45% self-reported a mental health condition. EPD says this new system will enable homeless people to find stability.
If this system, if 4002 does what we hope 4002 will do, it will be a pathway for these unhoused individuals to be able to get stabilized and get some clean time so they can make really good decisions about their wellness.
Local officials say their ultimate goal is to reduce crime, public drug use, and overdose deaths. They're hoping HB 4002 is part of the solution. In Eugene, I'm Tiffany Lewis reporting.
Thank you, Tiffany. Until Lane County's deflection program is in place, law enforcement will either arrest people or refer them to court-appointed treatment and resources.
And most of Oregon's 36 counties will offer people caught with drugs the option to deflect away from the criminal justice system by agreeing to accept treatment. The state funded these deflection programs, but counties choose how they run.
Christina Giardinelli from our Portland sister station breaks it down.
Seeing open drug use on Oregon's streets has become common. But Salem residents like Doug Jensen hope the state's new drug possession misdemeanor will change that.
I'm hoping to see that kids can come down here and play in the bark desk over by the playground and not get a syringe needle stuck in their hand. You know, they found them in there. And I hope to see, less homeless people.
The new charge took effect Sunday. There are 28 counties seen on this map in blue that have set up deflection programs to offer treatment instead of charges. The 8 counties in gray are not offering that option, but some may offer treatment after offenders are charged in exchange for a less serious charge or less jail time. 11 counties marked on this map in light blue already have deflection programs up and running. The other 17 in dark blue are still setting those up. In Marion County, deflection has been available for a few years, but police have not had a lot of opportunity to use it because of Measure 110. Even with the changes, some Salem residents like Hannah Barrow doubt there will be much of an impact.
I haven't seen much of a response from the police currently, and so I expect that trend to continue, and I assume there's not going to be much of a response.